Have you ever asked yourself if a simple spank is really harmless, or if it's quietly shaping your child's mind in ways you'll never see? Before we continue, welcome to Responsible Parenting TVC, Responsible Parenting Tips for Caring Kids. Here we share raw, uncensored, and deeply relatable parenting stories, practical tips, proven strategies, and inspiring lessons to help you raise responsible, confident, and caring children in today's world. Disclaimer: this is an educational content for knowledge and awareness only. Again, I ask you, have you ever asked yourself if a simple spank is really harmless, or if it's quietly shaping your child's mind in ways you'll never see? In this episode of Responsible Parenting TVC, we uncover the hidden emotional costs of spanking, a practice still widely used in homes across the USA, UK, Europe, and beyond. From Chicago to London, Lagos to Berlin, countless parents are unknowingly trading short-term obedience for long-term emotional scars. What does science really say about spanking, and why do so many well-meaning parents fail to see its consequences until it's too late? Today, we dive deep into the untold stories, revealing why spanking fails and exploring healthier, effective alternatives that nurture children rather than harm them. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe now. If you're on Facebook, follow our page, like this video, comment below, share it with family, friends, and loved ones, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you never miss a daily dose of responsible parenting wisdom. In 2010, in a small neighborhood in Atlanta, Sarah, a single mother of two, faced what many parents would consider a daily challenge. Her 6-year-old son, Ethan, often tested boundaries, refusing homework, lashing out at his younger sister, and speaking back at every opportunity. Like many parents, Sarah believed in the quick fix: a firm hand, a spank to teach him respect. It worked temporarily. Ethan stopped the immediate misbehavior, but over time, subtle changes emerged. He became secretive, anxious, and distant. Sarah noticed his once bright, expressive eyes dimming, a silent signal she didn't initially understand. Psychologists warn that these reactions aren't rare. Research shows that children who are spanked are more likely to develop aggression, mental health issues, and strained parent-child relationships. Yet, the practice persists because it produces quick results, feeding into the illusion of control. Have you noticed how, after a spank, the child immediately obeys, almost as if fear replaced understanding? That fear is the silent thief of emotional growth, empathy, and trust, a price no parent truly wants their child to pay. Across Europe, in London in 2018, a family discovered the same painful truth. 10-year-old Olivia was spanked for lying about breaking a vase. Immediately, the crying and apologies stopped. But months later, Olivia began withdrawing, avoiding family meals, and expressing herself less. Her parents, like Sarah, wondered, what did we do wrong? The answer is not in the moment of punishment, but in the subtle erosion of safety and connection that spanking can create. Positive parenting experts advocate for discipline strategies rooted in communication, empathy, and consistency. Instead of physical punishment, tools like time-ins, natural consequences, restorative conversations, and structured routines help children learn accountability without fear. For example, Sarah later adopted a system where Ethan earned privileges for positive choices, with clear, consistent consequences for harmful behavior, not physical punishment. Over months, the relationship shifted from tension to trust, and Ethan began showing initiative, creativity, and emotional honesty that had been buried beneath the fear of a spank. Have you ever considered the long-term implications of quick disciplinary fixes in your home? Spanking may stop the immediate act of disobedience, but it often fails to teach life skills like problem solving, empathy, or emotional regulation. Skills essential for responsible, confident children in today's world. Families that rely on fear-based discipline frequently encounter rebellious teens, strained relationships, and children who struggle with self-esteem. Here's a practical tip for parents watching right now. When your child misbehaves, pause. Ask, what is the lesson I want my child to learn here? Will fear teach it or understanding? This simple shift in mindset transforms discipline from a reactive punishment into a teaching moment, fostering responsibility rather than resentment. In the next part, we'll journey deeper into real-life stories from across continents where parents discovered shocking, hidden emotional effects of spanking and how they transformed their parenting approach to raise emotionally resilient children. We'll also uncover practical, scientifically backed parenting hacks to replace fear with understanding. Ask yourself this now. Are the ways you discipline your children building trust and emotional growth, or silently sowing seeds of harm? Remember, every parent has the power to change course. Let's pray. May every parent watching today discover patience, wisdom, and loving strategies to guide their children toward responsible, compassionate, and confident lives. If you are touched, kindly comment, parenting with wisdom. Share this video with family, friends, and loved ones, and subscribe for more inspiring parenting stories on Responsible Parenting TVC. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell. It was 2015 in Berlin, Germany, when Michael, a father of three, realized the painful truth about spanking. His 8-year-old daughter, Lila, had been repeatedly spanked for small mistakes, forgetting to set the table, losing her school books, or speaking sharply to her younger brother. On the surface, everything seemed fine. Lila was compliant and well-behaved in public. But at night, Michael noticed she would cry silently in her room, whispering things like, "I don't want to disappoint you, Daddy." Her laughter had become rarer, her creativity stifled. The fear of punishment replaced joy and curiosity. Psychological studies reinforce Michael's observations. According to child development experts, spanking may suppress misbehavior temporarily, but it teaches children that violence is a solution to problems. Moreover, children internalize shame, which affects self-esteem, empathy, and their ability to manage emotions. Across the USA, UK, and African diaspora communities, researchers have found a strong correlation between physical punishment in childhood and increased aggression, anxiety, and even depression in adolescence and adulthood. Take the case of Jamila, a Nigerian British teen living in London. She was spanked frequently for not completing her homework or for speaking out in class. As a child, she obeyed immediately, but by her teenage years, she struggled with anger, trust issues, and social anxiety. Jamila later reflected, "I understood right from wrong, but I never learned why. I felt like I had to hide everything from my parents." This is the hidden damage most parents don't see, the quiet erosion of connection and emotional safety. Yet, there is hope. Families who shift from spanking to evidence-based positive discipline methods report remarkable transformations. In Paris, 2017, a mother named Claire replaced spanking with structured routines, consistent consequences, and daily family meetings where children could express feelings without fear of judgment. Her 10-year-old son, Lucas, initially resistant, began responding to gentle guidance and natural consequences. Misbehavior decreased, emotional communication improved, and their parent-child bond grew stronger. The lesson is clear. When discipline is paired with empathy and understanding, children not only comply, they thrive. Here's a practical parenting tip from the experts. Instead of physical punishment, try using time-ins, a concept where during moments of misbehavior, you sit with your child, help them identify their emotions, and guide them toward constructive problem solving. Unlike timeouts, which isolate the child, time-ins build emotional intelligence and trust. Another strategy is restorative discipline. Have children participate in repairing any harm they caused, whether apologizing, fixing broken items, or brainstorming better choices next time. These techniques foster responsibility, emotional growth, and family bonding, all key goals of responsible parenting. Consider the cultural pressures, too. In many communities, spanking is still normalized. Parents may hear phrases like, "I was spanked and I turned out fine," or "a good spanking never hurt anyone." But research consistently shows that while immediate compliance may appear beneficial, the hidden costs, emotional withdrawal, increased aggression, poor problem-solving skills, far outweigh the short-term gains. Imagine a world where children understand consequences without fear, where families communicate openly, and where love, empathy, and clear boundaries guide growth. That's the world responsible parenting strives to create. Are your current disciplinary methods building that kind of world or silently undermining it? In the next part, we will explore compelling real-life transformations where parents completely abandon spanking. You'll see how these families replaced fear with understanding, how children began to thrive emotionally and socially, and how you can implement these strategies in your own home immediately. Ask yourself, what kind of parent do you want to be? One who rules with fear, or one who teaches through love and guidance? Let's pray together. May every parent watching today be guided by wisdom, patience, and compassion, transforming discipline into lessons that nurture confident, empathetic, and responsible children. If you are inspired, comment "Parenting with Wisdom." Share this video with family, friends, and loved ones, and subscribe for more eye-opening parenting stories on Responsible Parenting TVC. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell. By 2020, the Thompson family in Chicago had completely transformed their approach to discipline. Sarah Thompson, a mother of three, had spent years struggling with the cycle of spanking and regret. Her eldest son, 12-year-old Mason, often acted out at school and at home, testing limits in ways that left her exhausted and frustrated. But after attending a positive parenting workshop, Sarah decided to abandon physical punishment entirely. Instead, she implemented clear routines, restorative conversations, and emotional coaching at every instance of misbehavior. The results were astounding. Mason became more open about his feelings, even confessing mistakes without fear. His younger siblings, Lily and Noah, flourished emotionally and socially. The household atmosphere shifted from tension and fear to cooperation and mutual respect. Sarah reflected, "I realized spanking never taught my kids why their behavior mattered. Teaching them why has transformed our family." This story mirrors countless examples across continents, from London to Lagos, Berlin to New York, where families replaced quick-fix punishments with nurturing strategies. Studies reinforce these transformations. Children who experience positive discipline demonstrate higher emotional intelligence, better problem-solving skills, stronger family bonds, and improved academic performance. Responsible parenting doesn't just prevent misbehavior, it cultivates resilient, confident, and caring human beings. Here's a powerful, actionable takeaway for every parent watching. When your child misbehaves, instead of reaching for a spank, pause and ask, what emotion is driving this behavior? And how can I guide them to respond differently? Pair this with restorative actions and natural consequences, and you'll see compliance paired with understanding, not fear. Use rewards for positive behaviors, model empathy consistently, and engage in daily family dialogues. These small, intentional steps transform ordinary parenting moments into lifelong lessons for your children. Ask yourself, are your disciplinary actions building fear, or are they fostering trust, responsibility, and emotional growth? Every choice matters. Every interaction shapes the next decade of your child's life. Let's reflect on the moral. Spanking may seem convenient, but it's a shortcut that comes at the cost of emotional safety and lasting connection. The true power of parenting lies not in controlling children's actions, but in guiding their hearts and minds toward responsible, empathetic decision making. Motivational encouragement. No matter your past parenting choices, it's never too late to change course. Embrace patience, communication, and understanding as your tools, and watch your children thrive in ways you never imagined. Every moment spent teaching with empathy strengthens the bond, nurtures character, and builds lifelong confidence. A positive declarative prayer for parents today. May every parent watching this episode be granted wisdom, patience, and the courage to lead with love, understanding, and compassion. May your children grow up resilient, confident, and responsible, guided by the lessons you impart with care and kindness. If you are inspired, comment parenting with wisdom. Share this video with family, friends, and loved ones. Subscribe for more impactful parenting stories and turn on your notification bell. Let every parenting decision you make today be a step toward nurturing a confident, caring, and responsible child. This is Responsible Parenting TVC, Responsible Parenting Tips for Caring Kids. Stay with us for more inspiring parenting lessons, powerful real-life stories, and daily guidance to help you raise children who are caring, responsible, and ready to thrive.